Hello gang, welcome to the channel, and today we're gonna go through for the hottest thing in our game, which is Ghost Rider right now again. And as I tier for him at the last video and I showcase what he's able to do at level 80, we're gonna continue from there and see and compare everything I did as a level 80 now what I'm able to do as a tier 4, because I'm getting multiple messages on DMs on my social media or comments asking me, what should I do? Should I go through tier 4 in Ghost Rider and drop everything else I was doing in my account? I'm seeing people telling me I was working on Jin. Should I drop here and start building my Ghost Rider because he's better? Is Ghost Rider the best tier 4 in the game? Is Ghost Rider our savior and we want him to take our souls? No, guys. No, there is no way Ghost Rider is the best character in the game right now. He's not the best tier 4. He's super good, and the fact that he costs only 800 CCF, he's tier 1, but you have to pay the full cost uniform, gives him, an advantage against other tier 4s, but in the same time his damage is not like the super duper DPSs. And what we're going to do here, we're going to compare him with the max DPS characters like Luna Snow. In the previous video I said that I'm taking vibes like Luna Snow, but yeah, no, it's not true. I was thinking that level 80 do, the damage, he's really good at level 80. At level 80 he was doing the same damage that Luna was doing at level 80 and ABX, but at tier 4 the numbers are way different, and I'm going to compare him with Luna, with Jin and Thor. Jin and Thor because he's serving the same typing, he's universal, and you can use him with a team, against multiple world boss legends like Null and Jean Grey on the universal day, on the universal stages requirement. And for ABX I'm gonna compare him with Luna. And another weird fact that I did realize is how good Robbie Reyes support is. I'm comparing also my ABL and ABX runs with the 3 Ghost Riders, Ghost Panther, Robbie Reyes, and the normal Ghost Rider on ABX and ABL, swapping Robbie Reyes for Fox. So in my videos you're gonna see how different it's to go from Fox to Robbie Reyes, and you're gonna be surprised. You're gonna be huge surprised. So there is a lot of content to cover. I have a lot of videos to show you from Jin, Thor, Ghost Rider and Luna. So let's not delay it anymore and let's go fast forward to my previous videos, see what I was able to do on ABX and what I'm able to do on ABX now as a tier 4. But yes, before we go through that, I want you to make sure that you have smashed the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you can get all the awesome content we're dropping daily, and of course let me know down below in the comments what are you going to do with this hot boy. Is this a pass for you, or you are going into him? Are you going to tier 4 him or just level 80? Because in my book, level 80 is a really strong option if you have not a lot of materials and you want to save. Tier 3 level 80 feels so solid for Ghost Rider. So the build I didn't show you, but didn't change a lot. I'm capped on critical damage and the rest I need. I have some Odin's Blessing, but nothing serious. I don't have his artifact yet, and it's a normal CDP of raids. His uniform still heroic. I have him tier 4 and I'm using multiple strikers depending on the content, so yes, stay focused. Let's go to see what he was able to do at level 80. 2 days ago when I dropped the video for him, his performance at level 80. So here I am, I'm doing, as you can see, this is the video 1 day ago, and I am 12.5 at ABX at tier 3, right? Let's see what he's doing at tier 4. At tier 4, I'm using again the same team up. I'm using the Ghost Panther leadership, Robbie Reyes support, and also my Ghost Rider as DPS. It's the for ABX Universal Hero Day. It's one day of the week that you can use actually whatever universal you want, but at least needs to be hero and not need to be a female like Wanda. So I'm doing pretty much the same rotation. I'm going through my third skill, delay cancelling to the fifth skill, and doing the damage with the fourth skill, letting the fourth skill place. And when I do again the same and I have my tier 3 or my tier 4, I'm doing exactly 3 delay cancel, 6 delay cancel, a bit less than the 3, and after 5 through my fourth 5 cancel into the fourth skill. The first skill and the second skill, I'm using them before the third skill in the first rotation just to charge up my my tier 3 faster, but generally you're using your first and your second in between the phases to go closer to the boss if you're away instead of moving, because he is slow. You know, you have your second skill, which is a skill that you can use and go closer to the boss faster, and you're taking advantage of it. So as you can see here, I'm doing like a really fat damage, 10 million in the middle of the fight, and it's really impressive. But in the same time, you know, I'm gonna show you what Luna and Jin can do for me in ABX, just to have you, you know, in your mind the value of the character on this specific game mode, which is really important for some, and for some others doesn't really matter, as you you know, are able to to take the maximum rewards on like 7 million. But yeah, for the rest of the people that want to do high score or want to compete top 16 of ABX and ABL, you need to know how much damage he can pull out. And let's go fast forward a bit, because there's a lot of clips to show you what I end up doing. And this was like for my first runs, so yes, I didn't record a lot because the results was pretty much similar. So I pulled out 14.4 million for the Universal Day. With my Thor and my Wanda, I wasn't able to do that in my dreams, you know. With a Thor stacked with Odin's Blessing and brilliant CTP, I was able to do maximum 13 million, 13.2 million, something like this. So Ghost Rider, it's an absolute for sure update if you compare him with the other characters I would use, which is Thor. Odin also tier 4 is doing way less from others I have asked. So Ghost Rider is 100% the best character for one specific ABX day. So other than that, let me show you what he's able to do at the same ABX, you know, but instead of using Robbie Reyes with his artifact, I'm gonna use Fox. Fox, remember, it's like the best support in the game for leadership characters. And see these guys. Exactly the same thing, exactly the same rotation, exactly the same dude playing, and instead of Robbie Reyes, as I told you, it's Fox, right? Check this out. I was expecting to see more damage, you know, because I was like, you know what, perhaps he's even better and you can use him for the no restriction day and take advantage of Fox. But yes, that's not the case, guys. Robbie Reyes seems to be the same value support and so strong as Fox it is for Ghost Rider. At least for my account, because you have to consider on the every single account, depending on if you have the artifact on Robbie Reyes, if you have a specific amount of fire resist, if you have all this, you know, combined, and you have your Ghost Panther, which Ghost Panther boosts your fire damage also, seems like he's better than Fox. With my Fox, I did multiple runs and 14.39 here, which is in my opinion the same. I mean, before I did 14.4, it's not a big deal, but the point is, the big deal here is Robbie Reyes is the new meta support for Ghost Rider 100%. Even Fox can't go that high on supporting him, and this is really impressive support wise. Other than that, check this out. What the other characters that I can use for the no restriction day can do on this day. Let's start with our girl Jean, and this is something a lot of people was asking me. Should I stop build my Jean and start over on my Ghost Rider? Yeah, check this Jean, guys. I have Black Cat, no really good artifact on here. I have the 4-star artifact. I'm using a team that a lot of people is using for the no restriction day, and I took like 15 million. I could use other supports, I could use a better team, but still my Jean on relaxed, chilling, doing 15 million. 15 million for my Jean Grey, but Jean Grey is not like the best for ABX these days for no restriction day. There is another girl out there being on fire, on ice actually, yeah, I'm not sure, and it's no other than Luna Snow. And check this Luna Snow clip, guys. Luna Snow, no restriction day, I'm using Coulson support, Fox leadership and support, and here DPS. Of course, I'm using Ghost Rider Striker because Ghost Rider Striker, guys, it's the #1 striker to use for pretty much every single character right now in the game. And even if you don't have the Matt's instinct, feels like he's the best. But at least for the character that has the instinct of justice, the similar instinct with Ghost Rider like Luna, Ghost Rider, it's no hands the #1. Perhaps for Jean, because Jean is order, Thor has similar value, but the point is that Ghost Rider for sure is the new meta as a striker for tier 4s, 100%. And check this out, my Luna is able to pull out 16.5. So Ghost Rider, suck it, 2 million more. Of course, my Jean Grey and my Luna Snow builds are way better than this, than my Ghost Rider. If you go through my account, find me and see my Luna Snow and my Jean Grey got brilliant raids and full of Odin's Blessing. But in the same time, the value of Odin's Blessing, it's not like 2 million damage. So you have to consider that Jean, Luna, and some other characters are still better than Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider is the meta, but only for 1 day of ABX. And as it seems, Robbie Reyes is the one that you want to carry with you forever on this day. So let's go right now for the same thing to check out how important is the support you're using for ABL this time. So let's start with ABL. For ABL, you also need him for only 1 day, and you can use him for, of course, for no restriction day, but also there is the universal mail day that you can use him. For ABL, there is an issue here that you can use Ghost Rider's tier 3 in the start of Odin's Might buff and use it twice during the Odin's Might buff, the Odin Force, but it's really weird because you can't really stack up 2 full rotations with the rotation I was telling you, 3 delay cancel tier 3 and after 5 cancel 4. So this run is with me doing this rotation, and in my mind there is a way getting more score starting with your tier 3 every single time when you are only on the Odin Force, of course. And I'm using here Thor as a striker. Thor feels to be the best striker for him, even if you are using him with a different instinct. Still, Thor's damage as a tier 4 striker, it's insane. So here, that's what I was telling you. Because you're delaying your 3rd skill and you're using your 3rd skill before your tier 3, you're not charging the tier 3 fast enough and you're having an issue here. Look at this. I have to do another rotation now to stack up my tier 3 skill inside. So I'm losing the 4th skill and the 5th skill inside the proc. So yes, perhaps there is a better way to play Ghost Rider for this specific content, on ABL. But still, you're gonna see how good he is for this day. And it's an increase in my account, 100%. I was using here my Thor, and my Thor wasn't able to pull out more than 7 million most of the times. Of course, my Thor can take advantage only from 1 support buff here. No, it's 2, it's Nova also. So yes, Thor is also dubbed support, my bad, but still, Thor is not able to pull out more than 7 million that easy. And you can see here, Ghost Rider is doing it easy peasy. In the start of the update, when Super Duper Whales did him tier 4, I was hearing people reporting, oh, I did with my Ghost Rider 14 million, oh, I did with my Ghost Rider 15 million on ABL, and I was like, what, bro, what? Here I took the Odin Force before my tier 3, so I lost some damage 100%. As you can see, I picked it up by mistake, and yes, perhaps I lost some damage here too, but yes, it's easy 8.5 million without even, you know, playing a second time. It was like easy peasy doing it, and I did like 8.7, as you can see here with my Ghost Rider, and really not perfect run, let's say not perfect run. Let me show you what he's able to do here with my Fox, and let's discuss about this score. Okay, I don't have another character to come here and compare him. My Thor is way worse, there's no doubt, but there is Black Bolt here. So Black Bolt situation is that Black Bolt perhaps scoring more. For if you already have Black Bolt, perhaps you don't need Ghost Rider tier 4 for your ABL, because they are covering the same day. Black Bolt also covers some extra days, to be honest, but for Ghost Rider, because he's a hero universal, you can only playing here on the villain on the male universal day actually. So 8.6 for him. Black Bolt perhaps out DPS him, but I don't have him tier 4 to compare. So let's see what he's able to do with support of Fox. With Fox support, I had played more days and I used another striker. I used Black Widow instead of Thor to see also how feels to use the same instinct, you know, how better damage he's going to do at the tier 4. And let's fast forward actually on the Odin's Force, it's all the Zeus of the DPS. And here I think, yes, I start with my tier 3. But yeah, I wasn't able to do 2 rotations into my Odin's Force again. But I did some better damage in the first minute of the fight. As you can see, I'm already at 6 million, and before I wasn't that close to that. So Fox for ABL, yes, I know it's weird. Fox feels to be the best support to use instead of Robbie Reyes for ABL. But for ABX, Robbie Reyes feels to be better, at least on some point. Look at this. I end up doing 8.9, I think, which is not way better, but it's kind of better. Fox versus Robbie Reyes for ABL. Fox feels to do the most, but this is for the free day of ABL, of course. You can't use Fox on the universal day. So yes, the score increase, it's not that high, you know, to tell you drop everything you're doing and go for Ghost Rider. So another reason, ABX and ABL, he feels to be really good and meta for these stages, but for these days, but no for the no restriction day. No restriction day, Jean Grey, Luna Snow, and perhaps Black Bolt also out DPS him. So yeah, let's go into the other content and World Boss Legend. This is what I have in my previous video on this at level 80. As you can see, I had clear 7 bars and I had like 3 minutes and 17 minutes left. So I was able to do left the boss with 7 bars, and I had spent only 1 minute and 43 seconds into the fight. So 1 minute 43 seconds. Remember this number, right? Let's go at the tier 4 performance. Using exactly the same team with my Ghost Rider here. As you can see, he's ripping through the content with just 1 rotation. I pulled out 14 bars there. I was trying to get into an iframe there, but I didn't made it. And I was using my skill like crazy. dude there. I was getting over and over in the clean arcades because, you know, I was over DPSing the fight and the boss wasn't able to even count how much bars I'm pulling out. You can see here 29 seconds something was enough for me to clear the phase. Here I utilized my tier 3 to stay into the iframe. I did the wrong rotation, but in the same time I was hiding my character from getting damaged through this phase. I avoid everything there, pretty nice. And we are at the phase with the dragon here. And I think I'm able to pull this out from the face and not even doing it, and didn't even use my tier 3. So yes, look at this. So I get a 40 seconds increase, 38 seconds in decrease on my timing. So he's doing it 38 seconds faster. But let's see how fast he's able to do compared to with someone else. The bad boy, Thor himself, which is, look at this, 1 minute and 12 seconds into the fight, and I was able to clear the whole fight, right? Let's see what Thor at this stage. Thor was the character that I was clearing this stage originally, you know, as a tier 4. I had only Thor Universal, so let's see Thor's performance here. I'm using Thor here with leadership of Better ABL and Ghost Panther support buff, and of course you can see here my bursts in the start is not like the same. But yes, I'm not here to roast my rotations and my my Thor's performance. We're here just to compare me playing as the same dude playing what Ghost Rider can do better than Thor. And you can see here Ghost Rider did that in 10 seconds faster. So Ghost Rider in the first fight, in the first bars, was faster than Thor. But yes, Thor is doing a lot on the second performance. Look at this. The 22 bar went really fast. One tier 3 of Thor, a full rotation ending up on my tier 3 can do a lot of damage. Actually, Ghost Rider and Thor, they're looking alike a lot, the rotations, because you also have the second skill being a V-pad, and you can move the character around and get advantage of your skills. Here I used my tier 3 just to push the boss faster, but you can see I'm already slower than Ghost Rider. I'm slower than Ghost Rider, and I can't actually go there and hide myself into my tier 3 or something like I was doing before with my tier 3 with my Ghost Rider. But yes, Thor feels slower here. He could kill him if I had the tier 3 ready. But yes, I'm gonna take some more time. So the point is that Thor, it's not way behind that my Ghost Rider. Look at this. It's 28 seconds faster, but believe me, it could be better for my boy Thor. If I had my tier 3 in the end, perhaps I could out DPS him without waiting. So it's like 10 seconds different. In my opinion, you know, Thor and Ghost Rider, they're really similar, their performance or World Boss Legend at tier 4. So if you already have Thor, believe it or not, Ghost Rider is not gonna provide you anything more, because Thor has better tagging for these World Boss Legend stages. For now, for Mephisto, there's multiple stages using alien tag characters, and your boy Ghost Rider is universal, but it's not alien, he's a human. So Thor has more value in my mind, even if Ghost Rider is doing a bit more damage. And similar thing, we're going through Jean Grey to see what Ghost Rider can do compared to Thor and Jean, which is the two other tier 4 universal I have right now. And yes, he's able to do that. It's stage 24 of Jean. It's not like a huge stage, but still 24 of Jean. It's really hard to do with a lot of characters, but yes, for tier 4 it's easier, of course. And let's fast forward just to see the scores and just to let you know the total performance of the character. As you can see here, I was able to clear the stage with my Ghost Rider with 2 minutes and 6 seconds into the fight. I think I let it until the end. So yes, it's 2 minutes and 6 seconds here. Yes, 2 minutes and 6 seconds for my Ghost Rider tier 4 double support of Ghost Rider, Robbie Reyes and Ghost Panther. And let's compare his performance with Thor and Jean right now. My Jean can do that on like similar timing, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, Jean can do it faster. Jean did 10 seconds faster, actually 12 seconds faster than Ghost Rider. And so if you're asking me, Jean versus Ghost Rider for Gold Boss Legend, yes, Jean still the best, and for ABX also. So yes, let's see what Thor can do. This is a stage for Jean that you can use only universal characters. So yes, the supports I'm using, it's full different on all 3 runs, because it was a day that I had Jean for most of the day, and I just want to farm the stage and farm the World Boss Legend for my dailies also. And you can see here, my boy Thor had a really hard time here clearing it, but yes, I almost died there, but still, I'm doing it like 8 seconds slower. Yes, 8 seconds slower with my Thor. So the difference between Ghost Rider, Thor and Jean for World Boss Legend, it's not a big deal, it's not a huge difference. So if you already have Thor or Jean, or you're planning to build your Jean Grey, you're not gonna get huge difference using Ghost Rider for Jean also. The last thing I want to show you overall, it's the GBR performance at level 80 to tier 4, and in the previous video, as you can see, took me 1 minute and 20 seconds to go through the last phase and the last 19 bars, and let's see what I was able to pull out at tier 4. So let's fast forward this content too. Let's not make this video being so long. And yes, let's see, 19 bar here, 1 minute and 5 seconds. So I'm already faster. I even tried to go over DPS Dormammu, but you can see 12 bars here, and in the same time previously I was like 19 bars and 9 seconds faster. So it was already really fast for GBR. So even if you have him level 80 or tier 4, you're gonna have similar results. At least for GBR, it's so similar. So doesn't really matter. Ghost Rider destroys GBR even at tier 3 or tier 4 as it seems. So guys, overall, in my opinion, it's like one of the best reworks we had in the game lately. Ghost Rider totally went from 0 to hero, and at level 80 he is so busted that you don't actually need him to go tier 4 to perform on a really high level of content like ABX, like ABL and World Boss Legend and GBR for PvE. For PvP, it's gonna be another video because I can't fit everything on a single video, so I'm gonna make some, I'm gonna hold some Alliance Conquest, I'm gonna play some Timeline Battle, and I'm gonna show you, I'm using him already at the other World Battle this season. He's really cool because the others are banned, so in my opinion, the PvP value on this character for Timeline and other World Battle depending on the bans and the locked character that you can't use on this specific content, but generally for a PvE, he's meta for specific days, but in the same time, he's not like huge new character that doing crazy damage at tier 4. No, he's similar to Thor for World Boss Legend, he's similar to Jean for World Boss Legend also, and Jean feels to be way better than him on ABX and ABL, and Thor feels to be worse. So he is balanced. He's not out DPSing everyone, but in the same time he gonna give you value for 2 days of ABX. And if you were missing Black Bolt, 100% you're gonna see an increase in your ABX and ABL score. If you don't, you're just gonna see a bit of increase on your ABX. In my opinion, he totally worth it, yes. But be careful, don't stop whatever you're doing, guys. Don't stop whatever you're doing for Ghost Rider. Just pick up his uniform and he's going to perform at level 80, easy peasy, for every single PvE content for your account. That was it. I hope you enjoyed. I hope I helped you decide what you're gonna do with this hot boy. See you into the next. Kisses in your faces, and don't forget, smash the like button, subscribe, and let me know what you're gonna do with this hot boy in your account. Tier 4 uniform, drop down in the comments.